Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to another segment of Complete Wellness with Cindy, the Busy Woman's Cheerleader. This is the channel where women from all walks of life can stop by, get tools and resources to help them thrive 360 in mind, body, spirit, and finances. I invite you to stay connected, subscribe to this channel, and visit me online at thecindyrand.com. Now for today's segment. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to another segment of Complete Wellness with Cindy, the Busy Woman's Cheerleader. So super excited today to be before you as usual. We've got a training going on with Yasmin Ali from Grant Cardone. But first, let's do a little housekeeping. Now, the power quote of the day, or I'm just going to say like the affirmation of the day or the thought of the day. Let it be that what's in front of you is much greater than what's behind you. So look forward to what's coming. And secondly, our episode today is being brought to you by Thrive Academy of Leadership, and you can check out that information for all types of classes that are free, courses and trainings at thecindyrand.com. And without further ado, I'm going to introduce to you the beautiful Miss Yasmin Ali, A.L. I am so excited. Tell us a little bit about you and what are we going to learn today?
Oh, Cindy, I'm so excited to be on this podcast before you and speaking to your audience. I am so happy to be with you today. Again, as you mentioned, my name is Yasmin A.L. and I am a Grant Cardone licensee. I am an entrepreneur. I am a mom for 5 adult children, not kids. I am a wife and I live in Canada. I am also an entrepreneur. And surprisingly, I have been doing this only for 3 years. Only for 3 years.
Wow.
So you are not, I'm assuming that you usually talk to entrepreneurs and they start talking about their experience of tens of years. But I have been doing this only for 3 years, but I have advanced and I have went through ups and downs, successes and failures. But what got me here is my persistence, honestly. And also what got me here is being associated with like-minded people and with the right mentors and the right information. So I'm associated with Grant Cardone. I am his licensee. And I am certified by him as a 10X sales coach, mentor, and speaker. A little bit about my background. I came from Africa to Canada. We came here 10 years ago. We came from a very lavish background, honestly. And when we arrived, we found out that we have to start business from scratch. And I found myself in a situation where I had to help my husband. I was a spoiled woman. I knew nothing about business. I knew nothing about business. I knew nothing about sales. But I found myself in a situation where I have to help and I have to do something. And this is where I learned about Grant Cardone and the 10X community. And I started training on his platform and it transformed my life. So it got me where I am here today.
Oh, that's amazing. That is so exciting. That is exciting. So what are you going to teach us today? I was told you were 10 times certified.
Yeah, I am 10X certified. I am 10X certified. So I'm going to talk today about how to get clients and close deals and close more sales. Okay. Because I noticed that with businesses, the number one problem that they face is that they don't have enough clients. And the number two problem that they face is that when they have the clients, now they struggle with making those sales and converting the clients into sales. Mm-hmm. And the third problem that they have is that they don't know how to scale. So they stay small. And what happens is because they are not growing, then they are going downwards. So today I'm going to talk about number 1 and 2, which is how to get clients and how to close more sales. Wow. So are you ready?
Okay.
Yeah, let's go then. Okay. Do you think I can share my screen?
Absolutely. Please share. And I'm going to move myself to be quiet and we're going to listen and learn. Take notes.
Oh, yeah. I love interactive trainings. So please stop me and ask me questions if someone is like writing a question or asking. Please let me know. So with my screen, let me start. So with building your business, whether you are a startup or whether you are in business for a while, there are principles that do not change, which are the business cycle and the sales cycle. Let's start with how to get in front of clients. The only way for any business to get more clients is to promote their business. And it all starts with the business cycle. So if you see my screen, the business cycle starts with marketing and advertising, and then you will start getting some leads. But when you get those leads, you will have to sell them. And the next step is to repeat all of those 3 steps. So we make things simple. Grant Cardone likes to keep things simple. Our business cycle is not complicated. It's all about simplicity and principles. Market, and advertise, and then you will get attention. When you get attention, you will fill your pipeline. When you fill your pipeline, you want to make sure that you are converting those leads into deals, and then repeat. Make sense?
Yes, it does.
Beautiful. So how can you promote and market and advertise? Organic marketing is something that people avoid and underestimate. People think that when they market, they need to pay money. They need to spend money on ads. And this is a misconception. All you need to do is to promote. People need to know that you exist. People need to know that you are there, that your business is there. People need to know about you. People need to know about your services. If you are not promoting, then how can you get the clients? Paying for an ad, for some clients to hit your ad and come to your funnel doesn't mean that you are well known to them. When they look you on social media and they don't find you present there, how are they going to convert? So promote. And then, since we are talking about marketing, I would like to share with you the Grant Cardone 10 commandments of marketing, so that you can have an effective marketing in place. Again, we keep things simple. And there are things here under the 10 commandments of marketing that people will feel, oh my God, is she talking for real? Like, this is not something that I have learned. Okay, but this is something that Grant Cardone has done to create an empire of $5 billion and 7 privately held companies. So it's your choice who to listen to or who to choose to take some information from. These are not my commandments, but they are the Grant Cardone commandments. Number 1, money follows attention. If you are not there, you do not exist in people's eyes. Money follows attention. Where you have attention, money follows. This is one of the commandments of the Grant Cardone. So you have to have attention. People have to know you. People have to know about you. Where attention goes, money flows. This is what Grant Cardone says. And he says, money follows attention. Attention is more important than money. And you need to have eyeballs on you. You need to have eyeballs on you. You need to have attention, people who like you, people who might criticize you. You need to have some haters. This is where you know that you are getting attention. Yeah. But you need to have people who like you, people who might criticize. The voice is repeating in my... Where you know sorry, I can't hear you. I can hear myself. Yeah. I can hear myself. Can you hear me now? Yeah. Can you hear me? I can't hear you. Yeah. I can hear myself.
Can you hear yourself?
Yeah, my
Think it's
voice
better
is
now?
repeating in my ears. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Try it again. I'm sorry. Try it again.
Okay.
Is that
Yeah.
better? Okay,
Yeah,
I
it's
hear an
better.
echo too. I heard something, but I thought somebody was unmuted, but go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. Second commandment, best known beats best. Go to the grocery store, go to any place where you want to buy something. You will be always looking for the best known. Why? Because you have trust in the brand. So best known beats best. You don't have to be the, by the way, you go to the grocery store or you go to buy a lipstick or you go to buy anything and you find a brand, you will be attracted to it, even though you know that there is something that might be better than that brand. Why? Because you have that trust. So best known beats best. Assume nobody sees it. Assume that nobody has seen what you have posted. If you post once or twice, you are just throwing some rocks in the ocean.
Wow.
How many rocks do you need? How many rocks do you need to throw in the ocean to fill it? This is the social media. This is our world today. There is so much noise. And people have short attention spans and people are busy. They see you and in 1 second, they forget what they have listened to. They forget what they have taken for breakfast. They forget what they have done yesterday. So how can you assume that people have seen your content if you just post once? Grant Cardone posts, oh my God, tens of times per day. Tens of times, and on different social media, on different social media platforms, and we will get to that. Attention is the most valuable currency. Why? Because you are stopping someone from what's going on in their life to give you attention, even if it is for 1 second. Again, people are busy. There is so much going on in their lives, in their businesses, in their world, on social media, on the TV, in the news, so much going on. So if you can get someone to stop and say, oh my God, who's that person? Then this is more valuable than currency, because only then you can close some deals. Only then you can do some business. Okay. Repeat successful actions. Repeat successful actions. This is one mistake that people do. They think that they have to be to innovate new ideas all the time, to innovate new actions all the time. Oh, we had success. Let's try something new. No, if you are having success with a strategy, repeat it, and then add to this strategy, and then make it better, but do not change it. Just repeat successful actions. So this is the 5th commandment of the Grant Cardone marketing commandments. The 6th commandment of marketing, speed is senior to quality. Speed. Today we live in a world where everyone is in a hurry. Every single person is in a hurry. Your speed to the market will determine your success. Grant Cardone says, the speed where you advertise your idea to the market and convert it into sale will determine your success about your idea. Why? You think about something, and by the time you plan it, and by the time you write it down, and by the time you figure out how you will say it, and by the time you put on your makeup, and by the time you make everything perfect, you sit down in front of the camera and you forget everything about what you want to say.
Right.
Yeah. So just do it. You get the idea, just throw it to the world. You don't have to have a plan. I speak to people all day long and they say, oh, we are starting a new side hustle. We are not ready for training because now we are in the process of planning. How long will it take you to plan? And after you plan, you will have to go through trials and errors. You will have to go through ups and downs. You will learn by doing. Just throw the idea, commit first, and figure out the rest later. Marketing is senior to sales. Again, I shared with you the marketing cycle, which is this one. if you don't have attention, if you don't have people pointing at you and saying, this is what she does, who are you going to get your clients from? Where are you going to get your clients from? So, and this is a mistake that Grant says that he did it at the beginning. He was focused so much on selling, but no one knew about him. I did it at the beginning. I was so happy. I liked sales when I jumped on the Cardone University. I fell in love with sales because I learned how to communicate with people, something that I have always wanted to do. But I learned about sales and learned about sales and learned about sales. And then when I wanted to pick the phone and call someone, I didn't have a list. I didn't have someone to call. So marketing is senior to selling. Market yourself so that you can sell. Frequency before greatness. There is no way you will get great at anything before you are frequent and before you, sorry for the word, but before you suck. So there is no way you will get great before you repeat. Repetition is the mother of all learning. There is no kids. They don't turn from crawling into walking without falling, without trying, without holding the sofa, without falling again. They have to try it so many times before they walk and before they run. So frequency comes before greatness. By the way, if you're sharing my social media handles, I want you to look at my posts when I started. It was awful. It was really bad, but I had no choice except to be frequent so that I can get to greatness.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Persistence. I hear you saying a lot
Persistence.
about persistent, been very persistent in marketing and
Exactly.
showing up. Even when no one is showing up but you, just continue to show up. That's what I'm
Oh,
gathering.
yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Show up for yourself, first of all, so that you can build your confidence. No one thing can blow a deal. So again, one of the things that why people are scared to go on social media. Why are they scared? Not only on social media, because marketing is not only about posting on social media. It is a big time, but you also market yourself by meeting people, by getting out of your shell, by joining new groups, people that you don't know. So there is no one thing that can blow a deal. If you know that this is the case, you shouldn't be scared to get out and shake hands and show up, whether it is on social media or in your community. No one thing, if you make a mistake, is if you stumble and mumble, if English is your second language like myself, if you run out of words, no one thing can blow a deal. So since you know that this is the fact, don't worry, just go and do what you need to do. Be omnipresent. And the meaning of omnipresent, be everywhere. Be everywhere. And this is how Grant Cardone blew his brand. He's on every single social media platform at the same time. At the same time. Post a video, record a video and post it on also all social media platforms. How long would this take? Just to put it on all social media platforms. It will take 5 minutes extra. That's it. Again, and if I know that speed is senior to quality, then I will just post content. If you are a businesswoman, if you are an entrepreneur and you know about your industry, you know what, Cindy, lots and lots of people, when I started my business venture, I found out that lots of people in business know about their products and about their industry. There are lots of people, most people who are in business have integrity, are honest, have amazing qualities. But the only thing is that they do not know how to communicate all of that to the world.
Right, right.
So communicate it. Show. Let me tell you. Let me ask you. What's your best social media platform?
Oh gosh. Honestly, I get when you say your favorite or I don't have a favorite. I
Okay,
don't have
that's
a
good.
favorite. I will say that I've become more comfortable with Instagram.
Yeah,
And I have also become more comfortable because for a long time, even with my other businesses, the Facebooks were just, I had the handle, but we
yeah.
really didn't push it as much. So we had like a marketing person to help with the social media. And
Yeah.
they started to push things over there through those um, integrated portals where you can go one time, make one post and it spreads out everywhere. So as they begin to teach me that made me a little more comfortable. So now I know that if I'm
Exactly.
posting to Instagram, is hitting a couple of other accounts, and that's helpful rather than having a checklist. Because,
Yeah.
like I said, I'm from a different generation. So I started off with my checklist,
Yeah.
like spreadsheets for everything, because, of my accounting background, I've always done spreadsheets for everything. So it's like I
Yeah.
start off with a spreadsheet. It's like, okay, I did this one, I did that one, I did that one.
Yeah.
And so finally, to find out that, if I created my content calendar,
Hmm.
and have those integrations where things transfer
Exactly.
over, you can hit, like 5 or 6 birds with one stone. So I
Exactly.
would say I'm
Exactly.
more comfortable, not that I have, one versus the other, but I'm more comfortable with Instagram than
Instagram.
Facebook. But I'm trying to, become multidimensional and be
Yeah.
just as well versed on the other side. So it's growing, but like I said, I still, got a little kinks to work out.
Exactly, and this is how it should be. It's growing. So lots of people, they post on social media platforms that they like the most. But have in mind that if you like Instagram the most, there are other people who doesn't like Instagram, doesn't feel comfortable using it, doesn't they are like for technical, if they are tech savvy or not tech savvy. Some people are using LinkedIn more. So
Yeah,
you need, yeah, you want to be in front of those people. Some people are on YouTube more. Then you need to be in front of those people. Some people are on Facebook more. You need to be in front of those people. So the best social media platform is where your customers are. And since your customers are on all social media platforms because they have their preferences, then
right.
it is wise to be on all social media platforms. This is in regards to the 10 commandments. Okay, now how to build your brand? How to build your brand? Build your story. And by the way, everything that I'm sharing with you here, it's not something that I invented. I always like to give credit to Grant Cardone. He is my mentor, and I am like I'm just a messenger who's delivering his material. I add on my experience, but everything that I'm sharing with you is exactly what he shared with us and what he is sharing with the world. So build your story. This is how to build your brand. People relate to you because of your story. Your story is money, and earn your story. Sit down, have a pen and a paper, and start brainstorming, asking yourself who you are. Maybe it sounds like a silly question, but you will be surprised when you start writing down about who you are. You will be surprised how many pages you will fill. Who you are as a person: mom, dad, entrepreneur. What are your hobbies? I personally love tennis. I love music. Um, I love beauty. I love decor. I like the nature. What else? Talk like find out who you are. Write everything about who you are. I have a pet. I have a cat. I'm allergic to dogs, and so on and so on and so on. Why? Why would you have to do that? Because when you know who you are and you know your failures, you know your weak points, you know your struggles, you know your problems, and you start talking about them, whether it is on social media, in your community. People will start to relate to you. People who have cats will start to relate to me as I have a cat. People who have kids will start to relate to me because I have kids. People who have reading disabilities will start to relate to me because I have a reading disability. This is one of my challenges. Another challenge that I have, like English is my second language. I have to think twice before I say a sentence. So people whose English is a second language, they will relate to me. So these are the points of like having something in common with your audience. This is how you build your brand. Because if we are going to talk only about your products or services, there are hundreds and thousands and millions of the same products and services on planet Earth. But why would someone do business with you over someone else who are selling the same product or the same service for the same amount of money? It's because of you. It's because who you are. It's because of the commonalities between you and your clients. So, and talk about what problems do you solve for your clients? Know their problems, know your clients, know their challenges, and talk about that. Create content about that. Talk about your company. What makes your company different than any other company that is also providing the same products or services? What are your values? What is your mission? What is your vision? What difference are you making in the community based on what you do? What's your purpose? These are all things that you can create content with. So if people are running out of ideas and just sitting in front of the phone or the camera to create content, to record some content, and they are running out of ideas, this is how you build your brand. Also, you need to know your customer's persona. You need to be aware of who you are selling to, who you are providing services to, what problems are you solving for them, what activities do they do, what job types do they have, what lifestyle do they live, what their interests are, what their hobbies are. Because again, you want them to relate to what you are saying. You want them to relate to you. You want to go and see them and meet them and shake their hands in places where they go to.
Right.
This is how you know where they are as well. Speak to their interests. So build your brand, know who you are, know who your customer is, and just create content and show up. Let people know you. Get attention. Tips for more exposure. Be the first to show on new social media platforms. This is a tip that I learned from Grant Cardone and his team. Whenever there is a new social media platform, be the first there. Why? Because it's something new. Everyone is paying attention to. It's interesting. And when you are showing up in the early stages, when on a new social media platform, people are looking to people on that platforms to connect with. So when you are the first to show, then chances are that you will get more exposure. Also be on other people's stages. Like I'm today on your stage, it's giving me more exposure, right? And give value, provide services, provide advice, provide solutions. Give from your heart. Let people benefit from what you are saying, or tips or advice that you are giving, before you expect to earn their business.
So let me interject really quick and ask you a question. So when you say give, that's something that a lot of times people they think about, like maybe one or two things. Give me your insight and your take on actual things of substance. When we say give, we're not just talking about, oh, this week we're going to give away, one gift card to our customers. You want to build something that is perpetual. Could you talk a little more about that, about the giving?
Yeah.
Even in our group, I made a mention of that. You have to have some type of product. It's like Reciprocity. It's like a law, universal law. You give, you receive. You give, you receive. That's like universal law. And so with that being universal law, a lot of times people don't realize those things that, we speak about, I would say outside of our business forums are just as important when you're operating in business, trying to grow businesses, trying to get clients, all of those things there. And so when we say give, we're talking about something of substance, something that will make them earn some type or learn some things about you, about your services for free before investing in you.
Exactly. And I can't remember how many hundreds and thousands of workshops that Grant Cardone has done for free before he started charging for his services. Give tips to people, give advice, give them your experience. Tell them this is what I have done wrong and this is how to avoid it. Help people for free. There are people who need your help, and at one point they will be ready to buy from you, but maybe they are not ready now. And by you helping them, at one point they will remember to do business with you when they are ready. Give free workshops, give free webinars. One of the things that Grant give us, the licensees, advice on, he says, go and serve your community. Give them your knowledge, share your knowledge. Give. Grant, when he started his first business, and he created millions of dollars with this business, but it started with door knocking. He did not knock the doors and ask for money or ask for business. He knocked the doors and he said, let me come and show you how we can help your employees be motivated and sell more for free. If you like what I do, we can do something together. If you don't like it, that's fine. But how would you expect people to do something with you, exchange money with you, exchange services with you without knowing you, without trusting you? People do business with people that they know and trust.
Right.
And if I'm not giving anything for free, if I'm not showing them how my training and coaching, I ran out of the words. Sorry about that. It happens to me. Style, then how would they do business with me? Yeah. So does that answer your question?
It does. It really does. Like I said, I talk a lot about that in my coaching circles, the virtual coaching group. And a lot of times the biggest struggle people have is like, if you're already trying to build your business, how can you give away something for free? And again, I go back to universal law. And then of course I give them different ways to explore things that are not going to really dip your budget or dip into I would say your products or your services or what have you. Sometimes it's as simple, a lot of times, you go into boutiques or shops and you've made a purchase or you're considering a purchase and they'll give you like free samples of something. Sometimes you can and you feel so like, oh my goodness. And sometimes it's like a little something, a little sachet or something, and you're so excited. People can create some things that they can do. They can create something, I always say, look from within, look around you first before you go and spend something. Basically look around, create like little, gift somethings if you have, your business online, some product or some service or some free consultation or a free 30 minutes. There's so many different ways to be able to give something of value. I'm really big, and I'll say of substance and of value a lot, because you have to think about yourself. How would you feel if somebody just gave you some junk, something that they didn't want? You want to feel as though whatever it is that this particular person or business gave you was of value. It was of value, and so you feel appreciated, and you'll never forget that. What's coming to mind for me is this expo that I was a part of. We took our body boutique out there as we were new to the area. So we took our body boutique and was like, no, we're not going to do like services, but we're going to talk about products. We had like, all these all natural products, put those things out. And I'm thinking about me, as a business owner out there with my team. I'm thinking about how much we pay
Yeah.
for the actual booth itself,
Yeah.
to actually
Yeah.
present there for those ladies.
Yeah.
And so of course, again, my accountant brain, I'm dollars and cents, that bottom line. So I'm thinking about that. And so I've already like done my little scribbles as far as like, this is how much we need to net and sell, during this 3-day event so that I can break even for this
Yeah.
spectacular, for this
Yeah.
particular, expo. So long
Yeah.
story short, we're out there. The first day is okay. I enjoy meet and greet. I'm one of those, again, behind the scenes people. So it's like, all of us are here together. Let's blend in. So I remember like towards the end, and I'm looking at these people like going around to like maybe 400 or 500 different shops. And
Yeah.
my thought goes back to sales and marketing. I was already
Yeah.
networking and talking and passing out all these different things. And I
Yeah.
said, you know what? I'm a giver. I am a giver.
Yeah.
I like to give things. And
Yeah.
so I started giving away product. I
Yeah.
started I didn't even have sample sizes.
Yeah.
As they were talking, I was just reaching and giving them things, just reaching.
Oh,
And
that's
oh yeah,
amazing.
that was
Oh my God.
that was the effect on the people.
Oh
I was
gosh.
talking and the line was getting longer, and I'm talking and I'm
Oh,
giving and I'm just giving. And I felt so good because I'm a giver and I'm giving.
okay.
But then later on, towards the end of the day, people start coming around and they said, well, what was the service? Or what is this product? What is it? Do you have a service for that? They started signing up for memberships. I
Oh God.
decided not to push the sales. I decided to
Oh,
push giving. And I'm
that's
pushing
amazing.
giving and I'm giving away products. It wasn't cheap, these were,
Yeah.
it wasn't
Yeah.
cheap,
It
but
costs you.
there you go. But my heart is like, do what you do what you do
Yeah.
best. And I give. And so I'm giving products and giving products. And then some of them, I walked around the entire place and came right back. I was packing up. Some people wanted to, to sign up for services, to find out more, to be able to get membership. A couple of ladies, did memberships, and they're not inexpensive packages. They did those
Yeah.
things. And I was like, yes, that felt so good. It felt right. But
Amazing.
then the next day I was prepared. So the
Yeah.
night I was tired and I was like, you know what? That felt so good. I'm going to make it formal. So
Oh.
I made a lot of gift bags. I took some of what I had
Oh.
right there. I made gift bags and I put different things in there. So throughout the day, when I was telling the ladies as they were coming up and talking and asking questions to pick a bag, I had more tears from those people that you're just
Oh.
surprised what it means to somebody or to people when you give something to them at no charge, because these days everybody's got their hands out.
Yeah.
Everybody's got their hands out. So for someone in this day and time to be considerate enough that, you don't count people's wallets. Everybody, some people are fine. And then some people are really barely still pulling it together, but they want to enjoy these things. And
Yeah.
so you don't know who you're giving it to and what seeds you're planting. So that
Mm, yeah.
giving, I can't talk enough. I'm going to give it back to you. But that giving, I suggest and urge anybody that's watching now on the replay to find something to give to your prospective clients,
Yeah.
or primarily your prospectives, and then sometimes give it to your regular clients. Let them
Yeah.
know you appreciate them. Let them know that.
Yeah. Yeah. And one thing that Grant always talks about is over promising and over delivering. And over
Absolutely.
delivering is, yeah, part of giving as well. Yeah. So yeah, that was a great way to explain the give. Thank you for sharing.
Not a promise.
So what other tips can you do? What other things can you do to market yourself, to market your products and services? This is where it comes a little bit technical. It's the number tips. 3 ways to increase your sales. 3 ways to get the perfect body shape. 3 ways to evaluate a home. 3 ways to do this. 5 ways to do that. 5 tips to crush it in your marketing. 5 ways to be known in your marketplace. How to's. all the time, people are Googling how to do this, how to do that. So how to is a really good way to communicate with your clients and educate them about what you do. Put yourself in their shoes and ask yourself about your product or about your services and explain it in content. Clients' objections. You have come through lots of objections with your clients. Now, talk about those objections, because when you are talking about when you are talking about what's going on in people's mind, this is where you get their attention. Oh, she knows what I'm talking about. She feels with me. She understands me. So talk about their objections. Don't be scared. Don't shy away from your clients' objections, because these are real. This is what makes the life real. So talk about them. Clients' problems. Again, unfortunately, people focus on problems more than anything else. And people buy to solve a problem. So if you can talk about their problems, again, they will feel heard. They will feel understood. And they will know how your product or service, and you who come with your product and service, can solve their problem along the way, even after they buy from you. Because they buy from you because they want you to be supporting them along the way and making sure that you are handling those challenges and solving their problems. Your clients' needs, talk about their needs, talk about their wants, their needs. So these are all tips for how to create content on social media or when you're talking to someone in person. How are we doing on time?
So far so good. Let's see.
Okay.
Maybe 5 or 10.
Yeah. Okay. So to wrap it up, how to get more known, networking. Everyone is familiar with networking. It is a must. There is nothing that replaces the human connection. And if you want to get known in your city, in your area, then you have to be known in your community, and you have to show your face all the time. And volunteer. This is part of giving. Volunteer. Direct marketing, which is cold calls, which is flyers, which is door knocking. And believe it or not, cold calls are not dead. Knocking doors are not dead. I talk to people all day long. They curse me because I'm calling them cold. But guess what? Yeah, I get all the objections. But guess what? I look at the politicians, and when they want to win the elections, what do? The first thing that they do,
They harass you.
they knock the door. They knock the door. This is cold. This is direct marketing. They knock the door and they put their sign in front of your door, right? So it's not dead. Marketing and prospecting is an ongoing activity that shouldn't stop at all. You are planting the seeds, you are planting your fields, you are planting your forest. The moment you stop it, then you will stop having the results. It's not something that you can do for a while and stop. It's something that has to be consistent. Okay, so now you got the clients, now you got the attention. The attention is the spark. The attention is the spark. But once people start to come into your space, once you start to get their attention, what happens next? You will have to introduce your products and services. You will have to know how to pitch them. You will have to know how to qualify them. You will have to know how to put them at ease, how to greet them. You will have to know what product should you put them on. Because if you put them on the wrong product, no matter how cheap it is, they will not buy it. You will have to be transparent with your sales cycle. You will have to be tight. You will have to make it quick and to the point, and know what problem you are solving for them. And this is where the sales cycle comes in. This is where the sales cycle kicks in. What's the purpose of the sales cycle? Is to help you to understand your clients' challenges and problems and solve those problems through a professional and tight pitch. But what are the benefits of the sales cycle? What are the benefits of the sales cycle? It is a GPS for you. It gives you a step-by-step guide. If you look at this sales cycle that I have here, our simple sales cycle, it's not it's the Grant Cardone sales cycle. I always like to say I don't know. But it is the Grant Cardone sales cycle.
Oh, you're taking ownership. That's fine.
I am.
You're taking ownership.
Yeah, it's very simple, very straightforward. Grant always says that your sales cycle has to be transparent. It's not about, oh, let's connect. And then after we connect, oh, let's look at this product. Oh, let's look at this. Be transparent with your sales. This is why people have misconceptions about sales. This is why people hate sales. Because first, they don't know what to do. Second, they take sideways because they do not know what to do and what GPS to follow, what steps to follow when they are selling. And what happens next is that their clients that they have spent so much time and energy and effort to bring them to their space based on everything that we have talked about, now the clients are running away from you. Why? Because you don't know how to pitch them professionally and transparently.
So let me ask you a quick question. What would be the quick way, or what would you suggest to a person who's basically, let's just say, new? How would you suggest they frame their pitch?
That's a very good question. My suggestion, do not try to invent your pitch. Follow a sales cycle that has been proven to be successful for successful people. And this is the one thing that got me to this success within 3 years. A spoiled woman, 42 years old, have no idea about sales, no idea about business, and now I am closing deals on cold calls. Why? I did not try to reinvent the wheel or find something on my own. It will take me forever. I followed Grant Cardone. I used his sales cycle. I trained on his material. I ate his materials. I trained on every single step. And we have with those steps, we have steps underneath each step. Just follow a sales cycle that has been proven. And that's it. You don't have to do anything. Your job is to sell, not to invent the sales cycle.
So basically, if a person is an entrepreneur, they would follow a sales tactic that they previously created or from someone else. I mean, I think that would work, because that was one of the questions that came in with this work online for online businesses and in-person businesses with this process work.
Yes.
How does that work? How does this work for both?
That's a good question. So Grant always says that the genius is in the principles. Okay. So this sales cycle that we have is the principles. And now you can customize the principles to your business. We serve people in the car industry. We serve people in the medical industry, believe it or not. We serve dentists. We serve chiropractors. We serve people in the construction industry. We serve people along the globe, everywhere in the globe, from east to west, from north to south, with different industries and different verticals, with the same sales process, Everyone can say, hi, my name is Yasmin, and yours. Whether you are in this industry, online or in person, or any industry, everyone can qualify with the same questions, no matter what your industry in, no matter what you are doing. So, for example, what do you want to have in your next? Let's say I coach a lot of real estate agents. So, for example, one of the qualifying questions: what do you want to have in your next house that your current one doesn't have? It's the same. What do you want to have in your next massage therapy that your current one doesn't provide you? What do you want to have in your next hair treatment that your current one doesn't have? It's the same principle, it's the same question, but it serves different verticals.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Basically, know your products. That's the gist of that.
Exactly. Know your
Know your
products.
products. If you know your
Exactly.
products, you're fluid with it because you know your products. If you're reading from a cue card, you know, then it's not going to be fluid. It's not conversational. But when you know your products, you know your services, you know the companion services or the companion products with that, then you can do the upsells to be able to increase your sales by working within the realm of what you understand. That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, know your products and know your steps as well. Because you do not want to say or keep wandering around, oh, I know my product very well, but I don't know how to sell it to that person. Or what do I do next? What do I need to say? How do I handle their objections? And now you are focused on what you need to say instead of focusing on understanding your customers' challenges or problems or needs.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. So this is the how to get the more clients and qualified clients and how to sell them by following a sales process, simple process. Our sales process is 6 steps. Greet your customer, qualify them, present your product based on their needs, and then make a proposal, close your clients, and if you don't close them, follow up with them. Simple. That's it. Very simple.
That is. That's
Yeah.
And the follow-up is always in the fortune. When you
the fortune is in the follow-up.
Follow-up, yeah.
Yeah, 80% of deals close between the 5th and the 12th follow-up. And that's why I put it here in red.
Yeah.
Because people give up on their clients when they are here while they can convert lots of them through the follow-up.
That makes sense. This is
So any questions?
I kind of did a weave, like a bob and weave in between that last one. And it was like, a couple people asked the same question. So I just kind of combined it. But whenever you mentioned about the qualifying the client and the cold calls, there's like added with that. How does the email, this was one that came, I just didn't put it out. How does email versus cold calls work with this process?
Okay, that's a good question. When the clients come into your space, if you don't have their phone number, then use the email to get their contact number and call them. Because it is a conversation and it has to be fluent. And in that conversation, there are also some steps. So if you are going to go back and forth for a while to ask all your questions and get them answered, and then ask again, what do you mean by that? And then wait for them to answer, it's gonna be endless. So just be transparent and tell your clients if they are sending you emails, if they are reaching out to you through emails, tell them to prevent back and forth and to be honest and to be straightforward with you. I would like to have a call to see if our products is a good fit for you or not. And what challenges are you trying to overcome, or what problems are you trying to solve through our problems? And this is where you will ask for their phone number, because you cannot sell them over an email, honestly.
Right. Well, yeah, that's true. That makes a lot of sense. So basically that goes back to this final one that we're going to take when you were talking about the marketing. And I know you didn't say it, per se, but the word of mouth versus in-person networking. So if you're saying that personal interaction with a phone call versus the email is key, and then as far as like the actual marketing of yourself, are you saying the in-person marketing or just marketing with whatever mediums you have and forums you have available?
All of them. When you are there are 3 pillars for marketing. So the 3 pillars are digital marketing, network marketing, and direct marketing. And you need all of them. And depending on where you are in your business, if you are a startup and you don't have much money to invest and you want things to be quick for you, then you will have to do the cold calls, because this is the quickest way of marketing yourself and telling someone that you have a service. It is not easy, but sometimes like if you are a startup again and you have no choice, then direct marketing should take the biggest chunk of your marketing. Now, if you have the choice, know that network marketing is one of the best ways to create the relationships and the trust, but also it takes time. So you have to balance and know where you will lean more. And the social media marketing, you have at least 7 social media platforms. The world is there for you for free. There is no reason why we shouldn't show up on social media, whether we are scared, whether we are shy, whether we have a fear of failure, whatever it is, just show up, shoot it and send it. Do not watch it again.
You know, I do that. I do this like, okay, I did it. I did it, and I move on. And sometimes
Exactly.
I'm in awe when I actually do go back to see, okay, where am I? And I'm looking and it's like, oh my gosh, you know, they like what I said, or it helped somebody. But I decided not to stalk it, because when you stalk, when you stalk it, you're burning your day. And
Exactly.
everybody, I think the rule of thumb or the thought process to somebody that's new, when it comes down to social media marketing, just keep in mind, everybody in the world is not on the same time zone and time clock and schedule. I think that's what has helped, you know, even myself and some of my clients. That's why I'll set it and forget it. I'll schedule stuff and forget about it until I'm getting like these alerts letting me know that somebody's trying to contact me, because I think it's important to get your message out, but not get lost, you know, in seeing who liked your message, or, you know, whose message was similar, or, you know, did I get any likes or any dislikes? Just get your message out. Get your message
Yeah.
out. Just get it out and let the chips fall where they may, you know, in a
Yeah.
positive way. Let me put it that way, in a positive
Exactly.
way.
And because we are the biggest critiques of ourselves, people don't see what
Absolutely.
we see.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, and people appreciate the authenticity.
Mhm, mhm. Yeah, just be yourself.
Just be
You know,
yourself.
like I tell people, never become complacent, but at the same time, be true to yourself. Be true to yourself.
Exactly. And some people will relate to you, and well, some people will not. And that's fine. There
Exactly.
are 8 billion people on planet Earth.
Exactly. It's just like with relationships, people say, oh, there's somebody for everybody. Well, the same applies to businesses, your target audience, your niche. There's somebody for everybody. Everybody that, you know, is possibly, you know, having vibes or with this person here, and what they're doing is probably not going to be in the same vein for you or for I, you know, so it just depends on, you know,
Yes,
who people feel like they can learn from the most. But I have
exactly.
enjoyed this so much. I was going to ask you what your key
Mhm.
takeaways are, but you've got them right there on the screen. We've got greet, qualify, preset, make the proposal, close, and follow up. The fortune is in the follow up, people. The fortune is in the follow up. So, how can people get in contact with you if they wanted to get in contact with you?
Oh, thank you. So on social media, it's on. Shall I post on the chat my
You
social
can.
media?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and also anyone can have a free strategy call with me. So this is something that also I'm offering today, a free strategy call. Let me pull it out. Do you have my social media handles, Cindy?
If I will definitely put it down in the comments section
I
as
will,
well. So
yeah.
if you can say it for the record, I'll definitely put it down in the comment section so that people can refer to it and have a link for it.
I will also put in the chat here my Calendly
Okay.
link and all other links. So here they are. And yeah, I'm offering a free strategy call for everyone. I opened my schedule. I don't usually open my schedule for a full day. So but I opened it for tomorrow and for Monday and Tuesday. So whoever who would like to take advantage of that, because once Wednesday hits, then I'm back to normal.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you made mention, and I thought about that after we spoke. you made mention of a special that you have going on. Tell me about that special. Tell us about that special, and we're going to close it out. You had a special that I fell in love with for that 30 days.
Yeah, thank you very much for the opportunity. So this special is $97 for 30 days access to the Grant Cardone University. It is the #1 sales training platform. 30 full days access, and it comes, the offer comes with me and my partner in the US, where we help you to be on accountability calls on daily basis, Mondays to Fridays, for the full 30 days, so that you can integrate with the community and see how we set our targets and our goals, so that we can hit our let's say financial or personal or professional goal at the end of 90 days or 1 year. It comes also with one coaching session, and it comes with 5 ebooks from Grant Cardone. It also comes with a Facebook community that you can join, and it comes with an ongoing support. Again, we like to give, so it's an ongoing support. Even if those 30 days are done, you can call, you can ask any questions about sales or marketing or scaling your business. We are here to help you and serve you.
Absolutely awesome. I have enjoyed you. I have enjoyed you. And of course, we're going to have this for replay for those of them who could not connect. But in closing, busy woman, I will see you soon.
I am so happy to be on your platform. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure for me. Thank you for hosting, and see you soon.
Thank you again for tuning in to Complete Wellness with Cindy, the Busy Woman's Cheerleader. Follow me on social media at Busy Woman's Cheerleader. Remember, together we write our stories, share our journeys, create memories, and leave our marks in history.